Hey, what up, party people? It is now a new month in the Hebrew calendar, and that month is the 6th month. And it is full of some interesting stuff. And one thing that I will share with you at the end, that's my own little take on something. All right. So the 6th month takes place at basically the end of August through the end of September, so it is a hot one. All right. And on the first day of the 6th month, Haggai, a word of Yah comes through Haggai, and it's a call to rebuild the temple. This is in Haggai 1:1. On the 5th day of the month, Ezekiel receives the vision of the abominations that are in the temple. And this is in Ezekiel 8. Also in the 6th month, this is in Jubilees, Dan is born. That's interesting, right? Dan is born in the 6th month. And then also, this is when Sarah conceives Isaac, about the middle of the month. And then we also have a couple of feasts that you will find in the Dead Sea Scrolls. And again, this is on the Zadok calendar. That's the calendar that I keep, so that's why I'm mentioning these here. That first one is called the Feast of New Oil, and it is also one of the first fruits feast. And this feast takes place on the 22nd of the month, which is going to be the first day of the week. It's 50 days after new wine. And then also starting the next day is the wood offering. And each day of the week, 2 tribes from Israel brought a wood offering to the temple. And on the first day was Levi and Judah. The next day was Benjamin and Joseph's sons, so that would be Ephraim and Manasseh. And then there was Reuben and Simeon, Issachar and Zebulun, Gad and Asher, and then Dan and Naphtali. That they ended off the week. But then also on the 24th of the month, another in Haggai, the temple work, it begins. So that can be found also in Haggai 1. And those are some interesting things that have happened in the 6th month.
My new song just came out. That happened in the 6th month too.
Technically it was the 5th month.
Tomato Tamamato.
Mary went to visit Elizabeth in the 6th month. And yes, it also mentions that she's in her 6th month of being pregnant. Elizabeth, that she's 6 months being pregnant. But I also believe it's the 6th month of the year based on when her husband was doing his temple work. And why this is important. Because if Mary goes to visit Elizabeth when she's in her 6th month, in the 6th month of the year, and then she's pregnant with Yeshua, then that places Yeshua being born in the 3rd month. And why is that significant? Well, because in the middle of the 3rd month is when Shavuot takes place. It's when the law was given, when they arrived at Mount Sinai, right? So that's the written law. And then the Holy Spirit's given to us on the Pentecost, Shavuot, which is the law written on our hearts. That's the spiritual part of it, right? And what does John say? John says that Yeshua is the word, the law, in flesh. So that would just make sense if you put the whole trilogy right there on the same day. That's what makes sense to me. You know, I know that's up for debate, but I look at those things, I look at the patterns, and I say, that's interesting. Because we all know that he was not born on December 25th. He was not born on January 6th, or any other day that they want to claim as that day. So I believe, these are called appointed times, and so I believe he was born on an appointed time. And just based on the evidence that I'm seeing in front of me. If there's different evidence, then I'm open to that. I'm not going to like die on this hill, but I just thought that was an interesting tidbit right there. Anywho, that is it for the 6th month. And for Ruach Tribe, I'm Eric. Shalom.